Hello, my good traders. We have another video here for you, and it is a tutorial video on Forex trading. Our aim is to learn Forex trading a professional way, and that is why we bring to you videos that we believe will help you in that journey. So today, we are going to talk about a very important thing, funding your account. How much do you need to fund or to start trading Forex? How much, as a trader, you want to begin Forex? How much should you put in your account? That is what we are going to look at in this video. And again, at the latter part of this video, at the end of this video, that's what I mean, I'll be giving you a trading plan or maybe a business plan. I don't know what you think about Forex, but I have something at the end of this video that I believe maybe will help as well. So let's begin this video and look at how much, the question of how much should you start your Forex career with? Should it be $50, $100, $1,000, $2,000? What should be the right amount? Let's begin with our notes. This is going to be a step-by-step approach. So take your time and watch this video to the end. All right. Let's start by saying that in case you want to contact me, there is a way to do that. That is through this means. Don't let anyone else say they are me whilst they are not me. So get in touch with me through these handles. That is the right way you can get me. Telegram, email, phone, and then WhatsApp. These are the details. Now, leading Forex, we want to be your alternative. And I know you know this already. So, trading account. How much should be put in, or how much should you start with? And here I put a question out there. Is your trading account properly funded? That is what I want to mean. Is your trading account properly funded? That is my question to you. Now let's begin. How will you know whether it is properly funded or not? The questions and the notes that will explain to you is here. Point number one, I always recommend risking money that you can afford to lose. Yes, that one is a fact. And every broker or every trader will tell you that the Forex market is a risky one. So make sure you put in money that you can afford to lose. Assuming the next day something happens, be rest assured that yes, you prepared your mind towards that. But I think that is the right way every business person is supposed to think. In case you're about to enter into any business, because there is risk involved, use money that you can afford to lose because it's a business. The business may either do well or not do well. So even if it is going to be a borrowed money or a loan that you would take to start a business, make sure that in case you lose that money or that business goes back into the drain, or the business is not able to continue well, or you lose that business, make sure you are not affected so much, because business comes with risk. So you must always prepare your mind. It is not only about Forex trading. That is the lesson I have learned, that it is not only about Forex trading, but any business at all that you want to enter into or you want to start. Make sure that you will put in money that you can afford to lose. So I don't think this is only in Forex, but any business at all, because every business comes with risk. If you're not starting any business at all, it's also a risk. So there is nothing that comes with no risk. So prepare your mind that way, that you will start with money that you can afford to lose. Now, going forward, on the other hand, there are many risks associated with being undercapitalized. There are many risks associated with being undercapitalized. If you are starting a business and you don't have enough resource, it also affects your business. That is what I want to mean here. So in as much as you want to start a business, you must also be thinking about how to get the needed resources to help the business take off on a good note. Let's continue on point 3. Take note that forex trading is now a business, and that is your business. Forex trading is now a business, and it is what? Your business. This means that point number 4, this means that you are the manager. And just like in any other business, you need to have a business plan. Forex trading, you are the manager, you are the business owner. So you are the manager of your account, which is your business. So you need to have a business plan. How do you want to execute? How do you want this business to go? What are the steps that you have put in place to see to it that the business grows? It must be a plan that you will have. What are the avenues to make sure that customers will come in to buy whatever you are selling? If you are going to be trading Forex, what will be your plan in terms of the profit you want to make, in terms of your way of climbing the ladder of profit? What would you want to do? You need to have a plan. You can't just get into the market and say, I want to trade Forex without any plan. A lot of us here are into Forex without a plan. And I must be honest with you. I was equally in Forex without a plan until I met a mentor. I got a mentor, and the mentor took my hand and showed me some things that I need. Because Forex trading is not just try and error kind of thing. It is a business. It is a business that you own. And you must be able to prepare a business plan or have a plan in place that will help you execute that business called Forex trading. So if you are in Forex trading without a business plan or without an idea of your reason for getting into Forex, maybe you have a reason. Yes, you need money. That is your reason. Everyone needs money. That is our reason for going into Forex. But how would you be able to make the money? That is the business plan. That is the ideas you will need. A lot of us heard about Forex and the way people are making money from it. And we also decided, yeah, we also need money. So we are in, but we do not have a plan. Anyway, let's continue this and see the way it goes. All right. Quickly to the next point. The next point says that you need to know what you are going to to do from the beginning to the end, and how you are going to react to any foreseen and unforeseen circumstances. I love that point. And so let me take it again. It says that you need to know what you are going to do right from the beginning to the end, and how you are going to react to any foreseen or unforeseen circumstances. I love that point. It's my favorite point in this note. And I'm going to show you a sample of what I mean by this very point here, getting to the end of this video. Point number whatsoever, we continue. As the saying goes, if you fail to plan, then you have already planned to fail. The quote again, if you fail to plan, then you have already planned to fail. So whether you have a plan or not, there is a plan. I don't know if I'm making sense. Whether you have a plan or not, there is a plan based on this quote. Because if you fail to plan, then it means you have already planned to fail. So whether you plan or not, there is a plan. Clear? Good. Let's continue. One key business principle you need to understand is that it takes money to make money. For that one is a fact. It takes money to make money. Whatever business you want to go into, if you don't have the money to buy the product, or even if you are going to be the producer of whatever you are going to sell as a business, you need to use money to produce whatever you want to produce. Even if it will include your own energy, if you need just your strength to produce, don't forget you need to eat, you need to drink. So it still involves money. So you need money to make money. And so if that is the case, what should we do? The next point says that one of the biggest reasons why many traders and businessmen and women fail isn't because they are not good, but because they are undercapitalized. Even if it will take your own energy or strength to produce whatever you want to produce and sell, if you don't have money to buy food and water and whatsoever you need to stay strong, then it means you cannot continue that business. So a lot of businesses are struggling today or are not able to go on, not because the one in charge of the business doesn't have the requisite skills or doesn't have the technical know-how. He or she has it, but the person is undercapitalized. The person do not have the resources, the money, and whatsoever is needed to make sure he or she succeeds. That is the reason most businesses struggle. There may be other factors, but I am saying most businesses. And maybe you can agree with me on this one. The next point says that being properly funded will allow you to sweat out periods of bad business. That is during poor trading. When that is the 8 times that you are not making profits. The times that you are making losses, that is the poor trading time. That is the bad business moments. And then give you a higher chance of surviving long enough so that you may experience periods of good business. That is good trading. So being properly funded will allow you to sweat out through the bad periods, which is the bad business days, during the poor trading days, and give you a higher chance of surviving long enough so that you may experience periods of good business, which is good trading. Every businessman and woman will tell you that the business is not always smooth or better throughout. There are days there will be ups and downs, and it is part of every business. So there might be days that you may not be making profit. It's normal because it's part of business. There's not always win throughout in business. There are days there may be losses. There are days that people may not come and buy, or the expected amount of sales you need may not come. Those are bad days in business. So yes, in Forex, it is the same thing, but you need to be properly funded, and that will allow you to survive. That is what I want to mean. It will allow you to survive during the bad times so that you can meet the good times again. But if you are going through the bad times and you are not able to survive, when the good time comes, it won't meet you. By the time the good time comes, you are gone. You are not there. So this is it. How can you be properly funded? It's a very big question. I will answer it right here. So how much should you start with? That is the question. I know that's what you are waiting for. Now, I am saying that to give you an idea on how much you should put in or start with, here are some important questions that you need to answer first, or you need to ask yourself first. And by the time we deal with these 6 questions, I am sure you will know how much you should start with. Question number 1. Will you be trading full-time or part-time? It's a question you need to ask yourself. Will you be trading full-time? That means you are quitting any other business and want to focus only on Forex. that is full time. Or you want to do it part-time. You are doing something small here, you are doing Forex also here. That is part-time. Question number 1, answer it yourself. Question number 2, will you like to make a living out of Forex trading or just for the purpose of side income? Initially, I thought writing this question will be conflicting with the first question, but at the tail end, I realized that no, these two questions stand alone. Now, someone may be doing full-time work just for side income. Okay, there are people who are doing full-time work just for side income. Okay, and there are people who are also doing full-time for a living, to make a living out of their full-time work. I hope you now understand why I am saying these two questions stand alone. And then there are others who might be doing part-time somewhere for a living. And there are those who may be doing part-time just to add some extra flesh or some extra income to what they are already making. So these two questions, they stand alone. So question number 2 is, will you like to make a living out of Forex trading or just for the purpose of side income? You need to answer that, or you ask yourself that question. Question number 3, will you spend on education or you already have the needed knowledge? What I mean by would you spend on education simply means that will you want to get a mentor that will help you or mentor you to success, to know the business well? Will you spend on the business you want to do or the business you want to embark on? Will you spend on it? Are there some things you will pay people to get? Are there some jobs you will delegate to some people to help you get the right knowledge before you get into Forex? Are there some indicators you buy from someone? Are there some trading strategies you pay someone to get? Are there some signal services you may be paying in order to help in your Forex trading? Or you'll be paying to get a one-on-one mentor that will hold your hand and give you the needed knowledge? Whatsoever it is, will you spend on education? Or you already have the needed knowledge? You are already equipped? It is a question you need to ask yourself. It's very, very important. Question number 4. How much can you afford to lose? That is when you start the business. Okay, you want to begin with maybe $50 as the business or initial capital. How much can you afford to lose out of that $50? How much? In the process of the business, the capital that you are starting with, how much can you afford to lose? But if you listen to the previous statements that I made, I said that don't start with a business with an amount that you can afford to lose. Start with a business or start a business with an amount that you can afford to lose. But here, the question still comes, how much can you afford to lose? Maybe assuming you have maybe $1,000, but you decided to start with $100 and see how things will go. So you lost it. And then you feel like, okay, should I put in another 100? Okay. You lost that one too. You went for another 100. So 300, you lost it. So 300 is already gone out of your $1,000. The question is, how much can you afford to lose? Can you afford to lose the whole $1,000 or the 300 I have lost is enough? That is the answer to you need to ask yourself, or the question you need to ask yourself and get an answer. How much can you afford to lose? Question number 5. What is your average expected returns or profits per week or per month basis? How much are you looking forward to make in a week time or in a month time? Any idea? Because it's a business. In a month, you should know how much you will get, or your projections on average. not in total, but on average, you should be able to have projections of how much you may be making or you may be getting. Because if you can do that, assuming it is a physical business where you'll be paying rent, and then you will be paying workers, you will be paying for some services at the end of every month, then of course you should be able to project how much you are expecting to make at the end of every month. If you can't have that projection, then it means there's a question mark. So how are you able to know, or what is your average expected returns or profit per week or per month basis? You need to be able to answer that question. And then the last question is here. Will you be able to start all over in case you lose or blow your entire account? Will you be able to start all over in case you lose or you blow your entire account? Will you be able to go again and say, let me go in again? Because there are businesses you will do. Let's assume you decided to buy clothing and sell. And then the capital that you started with, things didn't go well and you lost the whole capital. Will you be able to come back again and say, let me go in again and buy some clothing and sell? Will you be able to start over again? Because there are people who started over and over until they became successful. There are others who also just started once and then they became successful. There are others who also tried over and over again and they never succeeded. So they had to go. Now, let me tell you a story. I don't know if you ever heard of that story, but let me tell you a story. I don't know, but I think it's a fact out there. You may go and search for it. That the people who invented an aeroplane, that is the Wright brothers, okay? It is believed that they didn't start the process of inventing an aeroplane. That is the information I have. I think I watched one motivational speaker, and then, okay, I think that is my mentor out there. That's one mentor that I love listening to. Maybe I'll tell you his name later. He said it. Yes, I understand. Yes, he's actually said that. The mentor I'm talking about is based in which country is that? I'm kind of whether I should tell you or not, but he's a very popular man on the internet. It's unfortunate he's no more. He's dead. He had a plane crash. He was a pastor. I'm giving you the clue. Okay, he lives in the Bahamas, and I'm sure you know that pastor. Yeah. So he said it. And if I'm lying, then it means maybe he's also lying. But I'm sure I know that man to be a very, very, very great researcher. Okay, I'm talking about Monroe. Okay, Monroe. I know you've heard of him. He's a great preacher. He said this. He said that the people who started the invention of aeroplane never succeeded. But the Wright brothers came and continued from the available materials or the available research. They capitalized on that available research and then became the inventors of aeroplane. Today, aeroplane is said to be an invention from the Wright brothers. But when you go into the books or into the archives, they are not actually the people who started the process of inventing an aeroplane. Some people started, some scholars, some researchers started, and then they couldn't get their dreams to come true. But they left whatever they did for the future generation to come and continue. And then the future generation continued, and then out of that, the Wright brothers came with an aeroplane. So the name, the fame, and all the good things you can talk about will go to the Wright brothers. But the truth of the matter is that they didn't start the whole process. And what was this man trying to say? All he was trying to say is that sometimes when we start something and we are not able to finish, or we are not able to accomplish it, we think that we are failures. Because I wanted to build a house. I bought a land, but I couldn't build, so I'm a failure. No, 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 no. You bought a land. Your kids, your family can build on that land and continue. So you are not a failure. So sometimes in business, we try to go into business and then we feel like I have done it, tried it again, the next time, the third time, and it's not working. So I am a failure. No, you are not a failure. You only started something for someone to come and continue. And that man, Monroe, said that when you go into theory and you really go into research, you realize that a lot of people who have become inventors were not actually the starters of those inventions. There were people who did those inventions and then, or who started those inventions, and the so-called inventors came to the research and then they continued and became the owners of it. So you don't call those who started as failures, because if they had not done that work down, those who came and capitalized on it to build upon it wouldn't have been able to do it. So if I can build an electric car like Tesla cars, or as Elon Musk is doing, if I can build an electric car, doesn't mean that those who started with fuel or gas cars are failures. Those who started with the fuel cars did yes, and out of that, today, someone like Elon Musk is thinking that, okay, there's a need for us to move away from fuel into electricity. So let me build electric cars. So that is it. So those who built the petrol cars, the fuel cars are not failures. And that is what I want to say in this last point here, which is point 6. Will you be able to start all over in case you lose or blow your entire account? A lot of us run from businesses when we fail the first time or we fail the second time. It's actually not a fail. You haven't failed. You have only gathered some knowledge about that field you entered into. And if it's possible to document that knowledge, it is possible that someone else will come and capitalize on that knowledge and build upon it, and maybe may not be a failure like you claim you are, but may end up being successful. So a lot of our forefathers have died with knowledge that they could have given to us, or they could have left for us to build upon to become better. But they are gone with it because they feel they are failures. They failed, they couldn't achieve it, so they are failures. And we are beginning all over again. And every day we are beginning it all over again. So this was Dr. Monroe, his message. So the question here is, will you be able to start over in case you lose or blow your entire account? Let this story I have just told you about the Wright brothers from Dr. Monroe reflect in your mind every day. In case you are going into any business, don't forget it. Now, we are not yet done. We are not yet done at all. Let's continue and finish this quickly. I know the video is becoming long, but let's finish this quickly. So, I know that after answering all these questions properly, and I put the word properly there, because you need to answer these questions properly. Be sincere with yourself. So after answering these questions properly, sure, you will know how much you need to start with. I will not be able to tell you, but I was able to know how much to start with after I answered these questions properly. After my mentor put me through these questions, I then decided how much I should start with. So those asking, how much should I start with? What will be the ideal? What will be the right amount to start with? You may have to answer these questions. And after you answer these questions properly, you sure will know how much you need to start with. But let me throw this caution here first. But like any other business, you should only expand when you are already making profits and being successful. You don't need to build a second McDonald's if your first one is still struggling to rank or to rake in profits. Do not build a McDonald's when the first McDonald's is struggling to rake in profit or to bring you profits. There will not be a need to build another branch when the first branch is not doing anything good. Point number whatsoever. These are just my personal basic management principles. Let me throw this caution again. These are just my personal basic management principles. Personal. It is not a financial advice for you to go with. It is just a personal opinion that I'm sharing with you. But I believe they will help you to set the right foundation for your trading career and businesses in the near future. So make sure, the last point, make sure you have a solid trading plan and a business plan in place before you decide to get your feet wet and go live. This is a very good message for all of you, but I'm not done. I told you I have a business plan and a trading plan for you, because the last point here is saying that make sure you have a solid trading plan. So what is going to be your trading plan? I'm going to show you a sample of a trading plan and also show you a sample of a business plan before we end this video, so that will help you to also get your feet wet before you go live. Are you good? Now let's go straight to the the trading plan. First of all, I pray that you will be able to see this, but in case you are not able, don't worry, but I think I will explain this. This is just a screenshot of one of my trading plans. Okay, this is a trading plan. Now, this is the detail of the trading plan. 30 days trading account growth. But if you look at it, it's 31. If you look at it, it's 31 days. It's actually 31 days because some months are 31 days. But don't forget that when it comes to trading, Saturday and Sundays, we don't trade. There's no market. So you always have 5 times in a week. So the 4 weeks, which will make a month, you will only be trading maybe 20 times. In case you are able to get a trade every day, it means you may only be trading 20 times in a month. I don't know if you get it. Yes. So in a month, instead of 30 days, you might end up, or 31 days, you might end up trading only 20 days or 21 days, if at most. 20 days or 21 days because of the weekends. So this plan here says that 31 days. So if it is going to be 31 days, it means this is going to be more than a month. And if you look at it, I have separated each week with a space. Now, the question is, what is the right amount to start with? So I decided, in my own view, I decided that, okay, let me put in $100. And this is in pounds. If you look at the account balance here, which is 70 pounds. So 70 pounds is approximately $100. That is how I did this calculation, by putting the pounds there, 70 pounds there. So 70, which is the balance, which is roughly $100. And then the question I asked myself was, what is going to be the expectation, my daily profit target? What am I looking for in every day? So I ended up by going for a 5% daily account growth. 5% daily account growth. So this is going to be how much on the $100 or the 70 pounds. So day number 1, I am looking for 3.50 pounds. Day number 2, I'm looking for 3.68 pounds. Day number 3, I'm looking for, or is it number 4? Okay, day number 4, I'm looking for 4.05. Day number 5, I'm looking for 4.25. So when I add all these 5 days, the total will be in red here, 19.34 pounds. So in the very first week, I'm looking for just 19.34 pounds for the whole week. So sometimes even if you are not a daily trader, you can ignore these daily profit targets. And if you're a weekly trader, you only concentrate on this on the whole week. So the whole week, whilst you are getting ready to go into the market, you have your target in mind. You have what you are going to look for in the market. So having this in mind will help you choose the right lot size. It will help you choose the right take profit. And it will also help you choose the right stop loss. Day number, second week, if you look at the calculation, the daily profit continues, but this is the compound profit here. The profit has been compounded here. So week number 2, I'm looking for 24.68 pounds. 24.68 pounds in the second week. Third week, I'm looking for 31.51 pounds. In the fourth week, I'm looking for 40.20 pounds because the interest is compounding here. If you look at the balance here, you see that the balance is increasing. And because the balance is increasing, it is helping me to also increase the target, the 5% daily target. So that is why the weekly target keeps changing, increasing, because the compound balance here is also increasing. So week number 4, I'm looking for 40.20. Week number 5, I'm looking for 51.32 pounds. Week number 6, which will make up the 31 days, I'm looking for 65.49. So at the end of the 31 days, I'm looking to make a profit of 317.66 pounds. So with just 70 pounds, which is $100, I'm looking forward to making this at the end of the month, or 31 days, not at the end of the month, at the end of 31 trading days. 317.66. Now, per the instruction of my mentor, he told me that once I am able to achieve this target at the end of the month, I should withdraw 30% of that money. So the 30% of 317.66 is 95.30 pounds. And then whatever will be the balance will be the next balance for the next 31 days. This is simple. It makes sense, right? This is going to be my next account balance for the next 31 days. And then it will continue in that way. Continue in that way. So with this, at the end of the year, I already know how much I should be able to make from Forex trading if this monthly or 31 days target is hit. If this 31 days target is hit. Now, assuming I'm going to use this balance here for the next 31 days. The first 31 days, I was only having 70 pounds. But at the end of the first 31 days, I now have a new balance of 222.35 pounds. So imagine what will be the profit or the total amount at the end of the next 31 days with just a 5% account growth. In that order. In that order. And so once you have a plan, this is what we call trading plan. This is not a business plan. This is a trading plan. You can choose to go with 2% daily growth or 1% daily growth. Once you put in there, you do the calculations, you get it. So now you understand why I am telling you that sometimes you need a mentor that will hold your hand and show you certain things. What I'm showing to you today, it's because I had a mentor who held my hand to show me this. And that is why I am saying that I am available to hold your hand and show you what you should do. I am not charging you, but I am only taking an amount of $100 because of my data and other resources I will need to get online with you, to have one-on-one meeting with you. That is why there is a charge of $100. It is not as if I am trading the knowledge I'm going to give you with money. No, that is how I want you to understand me. I am not trading the knowledge I have with $100. No, but I feel like helping you. So in the process of helping you, I need to also be ready to help you. Or you need to help me to be able to help you. So in helping me to be ready to help you is where we have that charge of $100. So Once you can make $100, or you can give me that $100, I will also prepare myself and help you. So I am always ready to help you for that $100 fee. You give me that, I am able to get my data and other things that I will need to hook up with you on Zoom meetings and then teach you step by step, show you step by step whatever I need to show you. So that is where the cost comes in. The cost is not, or what you are paying is not the worth of the knowledge I want to give to you. So virtually, I want to do this for free, but like I said, give me something to help me help you. And that settles it. That settles it. Are we good? Great. Now, I want to show you the business plan. This business plan I'm about to show to you, I paid for it. I contacted an agency they were into business plan and then proposals and stuff. So I paid. I told them I needed a business plan. That business plan was actually for a different business. But today, I am using that same business plan for my Forex trading. So you can develop a business plan down today, and that business plan will help you tomorrow in other businesses. So before I end this video and show you the business plan, I want you to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Come on, I'm giving you something. At least help me grow this channel. So subscribe and also hit the notification bell so that anytime I post a new video, you'll be the first to grab it. Now, with that said and done, let me go and then show you the business plan. A sample, it's just a sample. My business plan that I did for a different business, which I am now using it for Forex trading. So let me show that to you. It's here. So this is the business plan. It involves a lot. It involves a lot. If you look at it from the top here, it involves a lot. It was developed by an expert. I paid for it. And then I got the details. And the good thing here is that the expert took his time to explain the whole, because I was new to business plans. So he had to take his time to explain all these figures and what they mean to me. So whenever I take this, I understand. I know what I am looking at. So now this business plan, the only place that I want to show you is this. In 3 years, so if you look at here, net profit after tax. Net profit after tax. For 3 years, it's going to be this. And for 5 years, it's going to be this. This amount is in Ghana cedis, which is our local currency. It's in Ghana cedis, which is our local currency. So in 3 years, this is what I'm hoping to get. And in 5 years, this is what I'm hoping to get. As a result of all these figures and stuff that you see up here, it's a lot. You see them? It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot down here. If I go down, you see all these figures. They are very confusing, but with the help of the agents, they explained everything to me, and I now understand this so easily. So if my target is to go for 3 years, then this is what I'll be looking for. If my target is to go for 5 years, this is what I'll be looking for. Now, they didn't just write these figures there. They asked me. We had to think through a lot of things together before they came out with these figures, or before they did their multiplication and divisions and came out with these figures. So once I'm looking at these figures, I know what I gave to them and what we discussed, which led to they giving me this. So out of all the expenditure and expenses and taxes I will incur, this is what I'm hoping to make in 3 years or in 5 years. Now, this is a different business, like I told you, and I'm using this in my Forex trading now because it's almost the same thing. Just that if I want to change some figures, I have been told how I can change some figures to get different figures, to get different, it's a whole worksheet. So once I change one figure, it will do the whole calculation, change the whole business, and give me a different result. So this is a business plan. I showed you a trading plan, and I'm showing you a business plan. This should tell you that I mean business. I mean business. I am not just doing trading Forex because I don't know what I'm looking for. or I am just trading Forex because I want to trade. I have a plan. I have a trading plan. I have a business plan, because Forex trading is a business. You need to have a plan. You need to. Having a plan is very, very important. Get a business plan. Get a Forex trading plan. Get a mentor in case you don't have that knowledge. But if you have the knowledge, a clap for you. Begin your journey and let's see. But answer these questions I asked you. It will help you to even find out whether you need a business plan or not. Okay? Answering the questions I gave you will help you to know whether you even need a business plan or not. So that will be your decision. I'll see you. This is where our time will permit me to end. I'll see you again with more in-depth knowledge on Forex trading. And I'm sure this will not only help you in Forex, I'm sure in other businesses too, this will be of help. Once again, thank you for watching.